gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Annie, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Annie, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so live.
Well, good morning, Frederick. Oh, I got this all messed up. Okay. I tell you, this week I have worked far behind than ahead. I have actually, which is kind of a good thing. I've been going to bed earlier and getting up and then, kind of trying to get all my show together. And look, I'm just not prepared every day. I didn't even have somebody, saying, "Hey, you're watching Good Morning Frederick." But you are watching Good Morning Frederick, and I appreciate you guys bearing with me. At 200, let me see, what are we at today? I didn't even write down. 277 shows. And things have just gotten busier and not better. And now I'm trying to even log in to my oh my gosh, my Google Drive so that I can figure out what the heck I'm supposed to be talking about today. And it's now trying to sign me into something different, which I really don't want to go to. I don't want to check info, people. I don't want to check the info. I'm not verifying it's me because this is the wrong account. Anyway, hi. We had a great time at the movies last night. Good morning to Mama Cone. Mama Cone snoozed for just a few minutes. Ashley snoozed for just a few minutes. And please stop checking the info. Please stop. Okay, next. I just Oh my gracious. I'm just going to go by memory. This ought to be great. All right. Good morning to Tara Flannery. Happy Thursday. It was a great time at Warehouse Cinemas. Not a huge bar bill, but everyone seemed to get whatever they needed. We had popcorn and sodas, food, drinks, and then we went and watched The Neverending Story. And full disclosure on that, I don't think I've never seen that movie on the big screen. It came out a little bit after, I think I was a little bit older than most on that movie. Let's see, I'm going to try to see when it came out. The Never Ending Story, 1984. So I was a junior in high school. And so I think I've only ever watched it on TV. And terrible movie, I have to say, though it is iconic. So we are going to, and not a lot of people came to the movie part because I think of the movie itself. So we are going to now allow you to vote for the movie you want to watch. I think I put a poll up on the group, Everything Frederick and More. Let me see if it's still there. I might try to pin it. And let me just see here. Everything. I'm going to go find my post and I'm going to pin it because I think that we need a comedy. I'm thinking Wayne's World. Okay, here we go. I'm going to pin this post. All right. So it benefits Christmas Cash for Kids, right? And many people donated and didn't come to the movie because they wanted to get home, which I don't blame them. We're going to talk to Bob Miller about scooching out. He did the Irish goodbye last night, which is fine. I know he gets up really early. But anyway, I'm thinking maybe Wayne's World, High School Musical, maybe Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You can add your own. The only proviso, so go to the group Everything Frederick and More, and you can vote. The only proviso is that we can't do any Disney movies because Disney is terrible and they will not give us the rights to be able to do the movie. So anyway, um, go vote at the group Everything Frederick and More. And I believe I also posted in Frederick Unplugged if you're a member of either one of those groups. And let's do a movie we all want to go see because that's what we need this time. All right, let's go ahead and get Thursday started because I got a big show today and I'm already running behind. All right, I completely forgot to do the show rundown, so I'll do that too. But first, I want to thank Rita's Italian Ice and Frozen Custard of Frederick for putting up with this show and sponsoring it. They're open daily from noon to 9 p.m. You can also pick up a hot pretzel or iced coffee or try one of those colas. They've got the Twisted Cola, Cola Floats, and the Twisted Cola Blender. It's topped with cocoa lime cream. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna try one. I'm gonna try one. There's no reason not to have Rita's at 538 West South Street. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna run down what's happening. I'm gonna bring Bob on the show. He's waiting. We got Ashley from Tree Trekkers talking about climbing for a cause coming up next weekend. And Alexandra, she is a rising junior at Urbana, and she's an author. Her book is called The Noisy Leaves. Very cool. All right. Big Tree Memorial Fund is the beneficiary of every dollar of Good Morning Frederick merch that is sold. And I want you to go pick it up at the home of everything, Frederick, 401 North Market Street, open today from 11 to 4. Okay, let me get this going here. And yeah, let's get Bob and Chris on. Let's do that. Morning Roundup is sponsored by Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland. Window tinting, paint protection film, ceramic coating, vinyl wraps like on the Good Morning Frederick car. Also, customized leather upholstered car seats. They can take care of all your aftermarket enhancements. Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland, accessories for any lifestyle. Find them on Urbana Pike or at autotrim-md.com. Oh, good morning.
I cannot find the poll. I'm on the Everything Frederick.
Okay, I just try to refresh. Let me just see if I can get. I just pinned it, so it might take a minute.
What happens when you? How do you know? Where do you find it when you pin it? I don't know any of this stuff. I'm old. I'm 62, for goodness sakes.
All right, at the very top of the page when you go to the group, are you in the group Everything Frederick and More?
I am in the group Everything Frederick and More.
Okay, there's a section right under where you can write something. It says featured.
Uh-huh.
And right at the very first box, it should say next movie to benefit Christmas Cash for Kids.
No, mine says attention Frederick County members with lost or found pets. Read.
I don't think you're in the right group.
Everything Frederick and More?
Yeah.
Well, unless you just go to the Good Morning Frederick Facebook page, right?
I'm gonna share my screen and see if you're seeing what I'm seeing.
All right. How do you do that too? I don't know any of that stuff.
Well, I'm not gonna teach you that right now, but see Everything Frederick and More.
That's exactly what I'm seeing. Well,
okay, and then
it doesn't
right
look
here,
like that. Doesn't look like that. No, mine doesn't look like that.
What do you mean it doesn't look like that?
Well, I have the Everything in Frederick, but it was it's on let's see, hang on a second. I'll just do a little refresh here. There we go.
You sure you're in the because there's a bunch of everything Fredericks. You got to
Well,
have the
no,
one
it
with
says don't be a clown, subscribe, and a big picture of you
oh.
from Shannon Flannery. So there you go.
I don't know why you're not seeing it, but you know what? I can't do a poll on a page. You can only do a poll in a group. So
okay. Well,
check. Let me just see. I
it's
think
okay.
I put it on Frederick
Okay.
Unplugged as well.
That's
Let's
okay.
just see.
I don't want
I
to
have
be
a
a burden.
question. I have a question.
Yes.
Do I get a vote in this or no?
What do you
Or
mean?
am I
Do you
like
get a vote?
DC? Well, but because I'm
Yes,
the
you
one
can
that,
vote. You can vote. You can add, see on this one, I put Wayne's World, The Labyrinth for, that is for Natasha. I hope that doesn't win anything. Ferris Bueller, and then you can add whatever you want to it. It allows you to add your own entry and get people to vote. So,
being that it's me who hasn't watched the movie, I'm able to vote myself, or am I not allowed to vote?
Well, of
For
course
me,
you are. It's a free country, my friend. It's a free country.
Well, I'm only asking because I'm the one that hasn't seen the movie, so I don't know if it's if you guys are trying to do it.
You can.
Like if there's if there's movies that Chris really doesn't want to see, so let's put these movies on there to really
Well, again, I'm going to have to state this for the record. Your choice in what movie is a good movie or not a good movie, I'm not sure how much bearing I have on that, but you can vote. And if you get Frederick to vote with you, we'll watch the movie you want to watch. That's what I'm going to say.
So here's the quick question. How does that work, Danny? I mean, the movie that we watched last night, and I was there, not for all of it, but I was thinking about that, trying to find the royalties and all that stuff. I mean, is the list a big list, or is it? Do you have to call up the company that owns it, or do you go through the warehouse cinemas, and if they have it on a hard drive? I mean, how does that work for us?
Yeah, so I work with the warehouse cinemas, and they tell me, and Tara said she just tagged you in the poll on the page. So you, in your notifications on Facebook, you should see next to your little bell, Tara Flannery tagged you in a post. So
Tara's on the ball, man. Whew, look at her.
there, I know. She's with it. But yeah, so first of all, because these are movies that have been shown, historical, discounted, or whatever, we pay per seat, whether there's 5 people in there or 100. Okay. So Warehouse Cinemas goes to the movie company and asks if they can show it, and then the movie company says yes or no.
Okay.
Automatic no is any Disney movie. So no Disney movies, no movies that Disney owns can be played at a discount.
Okay.
So in order for us to be able to do this, where Good Morning Frederick rents the theater, I can't afford the blockbuster major movies Disney owns. So
yeah, I don't blame you.
Not yet anyway. But anyway, so go on and vote. Our next movie is August 20th. It is a Wednesday night. It was fun, though. We had a great time. The happy hour was great. We had a ton of people come out for that. Had nice, fun sit around chatting, and had some great vendors, Helping Hands and Caring Hearts. Got to thank them.
Yeah,
Laura,
I love those people.
Lori Owens, she was there giving some beauty stuff. Oh, I got to find my bag. She gave me some stuff to remove the bags under my eyes, so we're going to see how well that works.
She said I had wrinkles.
And our friend Liz from Unique Enterprises, which is a handyman service, does some fix around the house stuff. She was on site as well. Got to thank all of them for supporting, because that also portion of that money goes to Christmas Cash for Kids as well. So all good.
Yeah, it was fun. Look, let's get into the main event, which was the movie yesterday, Never Ending Story. And I at first I kind of had trouble understanding the premise of it. Then I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? It's one of those type of movies where you got to smoke a couple of doobies to really fully understand what was going on in the movie. Because I remember back in the day when I smoked doobies a long time ago, I saw rocks eating little rocks, and I saw two-faced people. So, I mean, that's kind of, so what I figured I'm going to
My husband said somebody was really tripping when they figured out
Mm.
the story.
It was.
I have
So
to tell you, I've not seen that, and I said this in my open. Terrible movie. As a kid, now it came out in 1984, I never saw it in the theater. I was a little bit older than some of the fans of the movie, but I remember seeing it on TV, and there's something about the small screen that is much better than the big screen for some of those effects that we are very spoiled by now.
Yeah. Well, hey,
I
it had the Oompa Loompa in it, so
It did. That too. Oompa Loompa.
highly recommend if you go see this movie. Very simple. Just pull in, like I've said before, into a downtown Frederick parking garage. Get a contact high. Go right home. Of course, have somebody drive you home, and then you'll fully understand what was going on in the movie.
or you go across the
no,
street and get a gummy.
Yes, eat a gummy or
Yes.
two. That's right. They're
Yep.
legal.
Um,
All right. I want to say good morning to
So
Shannon Flannery, who was there yesterday with Tara, and they both donated. They donated. They did not stay for the film, which may be what we should have done. Just throwing money in. I will say, Mama Cone nodded off for a couple of minutes.
wait,
The
wait,
being the one who was
wait.
supposed to watch and find out which one of us nodded
Yeah.
off was the one
The
who
re-
nodded off.
Oh,
The
I know.
referee
It
turned.
actually, it was watching that movie with our group was so fun because it was like sitting in your own living room because we were yelling out, we were being noisy and funny. But Ash woke himself up with the snore. It was like the oh, so it was only a few seconds, but he was out too. I did have a long blink at one point that might have been 30 or 40 seconds long, so I might dub myself in for having to pay. And Bob, I think the Irish goodbye that you did on the way out, because I went to go to the bathroom and your seats were vacated. I thought, there they go.
Well, here's what I'm going to give you the secret. Old man had to go to the bathroom, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to keep on walking. So that's what I
Yeah.
did. That's what I
Talk about
did. So
Talk about the Oompa Loompa. Bob got out of there when the Oompa started and didn't even stay for the Loompa.
no,
Yeah, just the Oompa, not the Loompa.
that's right.
let me-
Shannon says, "How do you really feel cruising, Chris?"
So
Oh,
let me tell you
God,
what I
funny.
done, because I was worried about falling asleep myself. I made sure I spent about $100 on food to keep myself awake. So I kept putting food in my mouth, which is how I
Maybe,
stood awake.
maybe we should have asked Warehouse to donate a percentage of the food sale to Christmas Cash for Kids. We would have gotten some back then.
But
Oh,
I will say the food was really, it was out of this world. I really
yeah.
enjoyed it. I just still cannot believe that the referee, because Mama Cohen, let me tell you, the first 10 minutes into it, man, she turned around and she gave me that look like,
She was just checking to see what was
she was
happening
checking.
while she was awake.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
God.
all of a sudden she was the one that fell asleep.
That's
How does
funny.
that work out?
That's
He
funny.
said if I'd had my blanket, it would have been a lot earlier. I said, I know. It's all good.
Well, good
But
news. We
we
got
did
money
have
out
fun.
of Tim May too. So Tim
Yes.
$40, which is like, asking for the national debt to be paid for Tim. That's trust me.
The only
Yeah.
problem though,
Squeaks when he
the-
walks.
the only problem though now is our studio is filled with flies and gnats, because when you open that wallet, all those flies and all those gnats, all those bugs came out of that wallet until we finally got the money in there. So yes, somebody
Yeah.
call a pest control, please, for our studios.
Yes. But it's for the kids. For the kids. I would suffer through any movie for the kids, but now we're going to give Frederick an opportunity to vote. We got to figure out maybe if we can put a poll on WFMD.com
Yeah.
because we want to select a movie you're going to come watch. We did raise some money. I don't have the key to open the box to count, but there's some money in the box that people put in, and we got some
You
money.
could just use your fingernail to open up that box. I mean, let's be honest here. Who
Don't
needs a
tell
key
the
for that?
secrets, Chris. My goodness gracious. That's a box that takes 5 different keys.
I would never open the box without Janine present with the key. Anyway,
Okay, well,
so but yeah, it was good fun. Our friend Jared from Karma's Auto Care joined the fray in the movie, and then it was just really the rest of us and our friends or family. So I guess we all have no friends, and
We have each other.
Oh, it's great though. It was good. Good time.
Oh, listen, the best, number one, the main thing is we did what we set out to do. We raised more money for Christmas Cash for
That's
Kids.
right.
So we had more money than the day before. And the best part of it was us hanging out, having fun, talking amongst each other. We did a live broadcast. I think Tim and Frank got mad at Bob and I because we took really we were approaching it like it was the Morning News Express. And me and Bob eventually forgot that it was Tim and Frank on there. And me and him were talking to each other, going back and forth. And all of a sudden we hear Frank saying, "Oh, we're losing you guys. You're not coming in so good. So we'll get back with you a little later
this thing on?
Is
Can't
this
hear
working?"
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh,
That's
well.
great.
But let's be honest. We gave the listeners a break from those two arguing. And me and Bob,
That's
spoke,
right.
so.
That's right. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. Anyway, it was a good time, and mark your calendars. August 19th will be the next one, and hope to see you guys there.
You know what we should do too is we should on your list there we should add a baseball movie on there too, because our friends over at Frederick Little League might like to get involved in that.
Yes.
Some of the kids.
Well,
So,
and maybe we can get them to get their kids to come for tickets. That's a great idea. So let's put what baseball movie do you think?
Shawshank Redemption. No. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you. Hey, Bob, I got to tell you this right now, real quickly. Ash is one of the most even-keeled, nicest guys I've ever seen in my life, and I didn't think he can get this mad. But the first thing I said, this was as the movie was over, I said, "This is still a better movie than Shawshank Redemption." Ash's eyes, Danny's husband, Ash's eyes turned red, and smoke came out of his ears. I thought he was gonna jump over the chair and throw me around as soon as I said that.
All right, yeah, the baseball movie sounds good, and then we can absolutely get our friends at Frederick American Little League to support with us, and maybe get some families to come out and watch. That would be great.
So there you go.
For those who haven't seen it, go to Warehouse Cinemas. You get to see a big old picture of Danny up on the wall.
Yeah.
That, and then of course, that other radio station. We got to get rid of her.
I tried to get them because that's all thanks to me, by the way, and they still have that going. And I keep trying to say, do you think maybe we can replace it now? But no.
Yeah, as soon as we walk in, that's the first thing we see. But we did see Danny again, and I got to tell you real quick before I get into news, Danny, that picture you took with that smile on your face, you look like $1,000,000 freaking bucks.
You're
I gotta
so
tell
sweet.
You. No, I'm being honest. I'm not a sweet guy at all. Most people say I'm horribly mean. So I'm just being honest. I mean, you look like $1,000,000 in that picture with that smile and everything. That's why I always make the comment when she smiles, she brightens up the day, because she has $1,000,000 smile in that picture. So there you go.
You're so sweet. I gotta thank. It's not thanks to me at all. Well, my Mama Cone and Bunky Paul, my dad, their genes, but the photographer, really, Jennifer Rosaria, took that photo and touched it up just a bit. It's the one on the side of my car as well. So yeah, all good.
I gotta tell you, your cheekbones there are absolutely lovely, lovely cheekbones.
Oh my God, he's talking about cheekbones.
Obviously, his wife is not listening or watching.
Well, that's nothing wrong with what I said. She got lovely cheekbones. Nothing weird about that.
I love his wife, so it's all good.
Yes,
she knows.
We all love each other. Yes, yes. All right. I guess I better get the news.
I need some of those hotkeys.
All right, getting to serious news here. Fire and rescue crews, along with Frederick County Sheriff's Office, Loudoun County Fire and Rescue, and Maryland Natural Resources Police, conducted a search of the Monocacy River Wednesday afternoon for a missing kayaker. And it's something that me and Bob discussed on the air today. And one of the things we did discuss, and I want to make this because we're all on Facebook here, we're all on social media. We were talking about all these keyboard warriors. who say this horrible thing about this individual who went missing. One thing people have to remember, and we've talked about this, we're a small town. The victim's family does read these messages, and they might come across some of these posts, and they're suffering enough as it is with possibly losing their family member. But to go on there and see some of these people calling him names and this and that, the other thing, we got to put an end to that, man. We really
Terrible.
do. Yeah,
Terrible.
The Myersville Town Council will vote in June on a budget for the upcoming fiscal year that includes an expected operating budget of just over $1.9 million. The municipal property tax rate would stay the same. The town's proposed fiscal 2026 budget includes operating revenues of a lot of money and expenditures, leaving a surplus of a little more than $23,000. We already said I can't read that long. Sorry.
A lot of money.
A lot of money. So we'll just keep it at that. Hey, look, more information at the Frederick News Post.
Accurate information available.
Accurate information. Hey, look, I ain't a news guy. We all know that. One more thing I just want to say real quick. Something me and Bob also talked about today briefly. Moody's downgraded Maryland's credit worthiness rating from AAA to a AA1, a change that hasn't happened since Maryland was given that AAA designation in 1973, according to the Treasurer's report to the Legislative Policy Committee issued in June of 2024. So why was the rating downgraded? And I know you've got a lot to get to. I just want to kind of dig into this real quick, Danny, because it is important. Why was the rating downgraded? Well, it's, according to the Baltimore Banner, Moody's said that the downgrade was driven by Maryland's economic and financial underperformance compared to top-rated states, which is expected to continue given these states' heightened vulnerability to shifting federal policies and employment and its elevated fixed costs. So one thing people don't realize that me and Bob were talking about, it does impact us because the credit score affects like us regular folks, our credit line there affects interest rates received when borrowing for homes or vehicles. That would affect us. Maryland's reduction in credit standing will cause the state to face higher interest costs, like they're not high enough when borrowing money through bond issuance for infrastructure projects and schools and stuff like that. So it is very important, and it does affect us as taxpayers.
Yeah, not happy about that. Ridiculous,
No.
but it's we got to do better. We got to do better in this state.
Yep,
Agreed.
Amen to that, sister.
Agreed. And real quickly, take a look at the weather. Look,
you do nothing quickly. You do nothing quickly. Nothing. Absolutely nothing quickly.
That word "nothing" was in my dreams all night last night because of that movie. Nothing's taken. That's why I'm saying you got to be high when you watch that show. What the hell does nothing mean? Nothing's taken over. Nothing's taken over.
I don't know. You say it about 5 times every day.
Well, I'll make this real quickly because really there's nothing to talk. There's nothing to talk about when it comes to weather except for the fact that it's raining again, like it's been the past few weeks. So high of 80. Speaking of high of 80 today and low of 64. And Bob Miller with sports.
All right, here we go. I'll do this real quickly. The Orioles stink. They lost a twin bill to the Twins yesterday by a score of 6-3. Lost the nightcap 8-6. The Orioles are going to have to be without their all-star third baseman for a while longer. Jordan Westberg suffered a setback from his recovery from a left hamstring strain. High school action. Boys lacrosse, our lacrosse teams in Frederick County are awesome. Middletown defeated Rising Sun in the 1A quarterfinals by a score of 19-4. Miles Sant scored 7 times on Wednesday to lead all scorers. 3A action, Linganore over Northern, 6-5. Cam McGovern scored 3 goals. Up next for them, they're going to take on Severna Park, who's 17-1, and they are looking for their 9th consecutive state title, so they're pretty good. Class 4A quarterfinals, it was Urbana over Dundalk. The Hawks took another step to defend their title, 24-4. On the ladies' side, Middletown over Pikesville, 8-3 in Class 1A. Class 4A, Urbana over Blair. The Hawks advanced to the state semifinals, where they'll take on Perry Hall, who was a winner over Eleanor Roosevelt on Friday. Class 3A, Severna Park upended Linganore 14-4. Baseball action yesterday, Class 2A West Final, Middletown over Century 6-5. Middletown's Corey Godlove had 3 hits. The Caps back on the ice tonight. It's do or die. bye against the Carolina Hurricanes. Puck drops at in Washington at 7:00. Derrick Henry's going to be a rich man for a couple years, and he got his desire to retire as a Raven. They signed him for a 2-year deal worth $30 million, and 25 of that is fully guaranteed over the next 2 seasons. That's the largest amount for a running back over the age of 30 in league history. There you go. That's right. Yeah.
Wow.
You know, you got to figure with a last name like Godlove, you'd at least get 3 hits a game. I mean, you got to figure with the name like Godlove.
His I bet you that his grandfather was a police officer. I think his dad was a police officer and a school resource officer. So if it's the same Godloves, I mean, I only know one Godlove family. So
yeah.
There you go.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you so much for that. We'll be back tomorrow to wrap up the week and maybe figure out what baseball movie we're going to do. We got to reach out to Rick Wilson on that one, too.
Sandlot.
Oh, great one. Have you seen that,
movie.
Chris?
It was on the list, so I saw it recently. Yeah, maybe we could do the one with the girls with Madonna. I don't think I saw that one.
The
League of Their Own.
League of Their Own.
Yeah.
That's not
or the one with
I didn't crying in baseball.
I didn't see the one with Tom Selleck. Didn't Tom Selleck do one? He did other things besides reverse mortgage commercials. I know that.
Yeah, let's not do that one. Let's nix that one real quick.
All right, send us your baseball movie. Mama Cone wants to know where the sun is, Chris. It's all on you. The weather, the crappy weather that we're having.
I got it right outside my window.
Danny, go out there and smile. Make it sunny with that smile. There you go. One more for the road.
There you go. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.
Oh, gracious. All right. Goodness. We're off the rails, as we usually are. All right. We're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to be back with a highlight of some of the events going on, including Climbing for Her Cause. We're going to talk with Ashley from Tree Trekkers about that. Then we got Alexandra, a local Urbana high schooler and an author. Her book is called The Noisy Leaves, was recently published, and we're going to talk with her about that. All that's coming up just after this.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
At Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, we understand how pain can hold you back. We're here to understand what you're going through. For a limited time, you can schedule your first visit for just $50. Give us a call and mention Good Morning Frederick, and let's get you feeling better.
A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they are located right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County and surrounding areas. A&S Construction specializes in roofing and siding. They can also take care of replacing some windows, all of them or some of them, and putting those things on your gutters so the leaves and stuff don't get all clogged in there. They can also build you a new patio or deck. A&S Construction. Call them today, 301-703-2157, or send an email, info@ansconstruction.net. You get $750 off any roof or siding replacement, or $50 off any roof repairs. Just give Sandra a call and let her know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. All right, let's find out what is happening in Frederick. Happening in Frederick is brought to you by Taco Bar in Frederick and Taquito by Taco Bar in Hagerstown. You can visit 2 locations of the Taco Bar, one in West Point Plaza right off Route 40 in Frederick, and at 3 Russell Avenue in Gaithersburg. And Taquito's located at 812 Frederick Street in Hagerstown. Now, Taquito has the same amazing quality food with a drive-through experience or a walk-up with some picnic tables as well. And of course, Taco Bar has some great eat-in options. And the one in Gaithersburg actually sells adult beverages too. Go to tacobar1.com or taquitobytacobar.com for more information. All right, we're going to fly through some of these. All right, Shoe collection time, please, now through August 1st. I am collecting. This weekend, I'm going to count the number of shoes I actually have. I'd love to get to 300 pairs, so we're going to do a little thermometer countdown. But if you can, if you have some money, maybe in a Venmo account, PayPal account, or Zelle, or even Cash App, if you can throw me $10, I can order more shoes, okay? I'm going to head over to Boscov's and see what I can come up with because they have some sales on some shoes. Hopefully they still have them at $5.99 each, which is a great deal. They're cute little slip-on sneakers, slip-on shoes that the ladies will love, and I'm going to look through their clearance aisle for stuff for the boys. Of course, sneakers are the number one choice for new shoes. So if you're out and about and you have some brand new shoes and you want to drop them off, you can do that at the Home of Everything Frederick, which is 401 North Market Street, or the Orioles Nest, which is located on West Patrick Street. I went by the Orioles Nest yesterday. It's the first time I've been over there in a while. Oh my gosh, they painted that whole building white. It is so bright. The new Crunch Fitness is around the back too. You can go in down through the front where you have to go down the stairs on the front side near Il Forno, or you can go around the back side off Key Parkway and enter there as well. But Orioles Nest is located right off Key Parkway there. Family Heritage Trust is downtown, 30 West Patrick Street. You can drop off your donations there. If you want to be a collection site, send me an email. We're looking to get to 5,000 pairs of shoes by August 8th, which is the event date. All right, now through tomorrow, Armed Forces Week at Mission Barbecue. If you are a veteran, let's see, today is Air Force and Space Force. You get a free sandwich at Mission Barbecue today. I didn't take off our movie night. My bad. We had so much fun. I kept it on there. Tonight is Wags for Hope fundraiser at Texas Roadhouse, and it is alive at 5. I think the weather is going to clear up for that. I'd love to be out there after Mom closes with Shannon on the house in Yellow Springs. May 16th, it's the Thurmont Art and Wine Stroll, which is right on Water Street. They've got a ton of artisans, wineries, distilleries, and breweries. If you want to head up there tomorrow, it's from 5 to 8 p.m. And 7 p.m., Relay for Life kicks off at FCC. On Saturday, they are looking for volunteers to place flags at Mount Olivet for veterans. Starts at 8 a.m. and goes until they finish. I would imagine it's only a couple of hours, but we did the wreath placement, obviously, in, I think it was November or beginning of December. And really, really amazing moments you can have knowing how many veterans are buried at Mount Olivet. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., Unrivaled Iron Gym and Supplement Stores celebrating their grand opening at 605 East Church Street. Now, they've been open for a little bit, but they've expanded, and they have a supplement store now, which faces East Church Street. And they're celebrating with a grand opening with some food trucks and all kinds of great stuff, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the 17th. 11 to 2, you can head down to Mission Barbecue. It is Lunch with the Heroes Day with a live national anthem at noon. 11 to 4, it's a pop-up vendor event at the Home of Everything Frederick. Tote bags, drinkware, natural wellness. They will be on site, outside if the weather's nice, inside if the weather's not so nice. Noon to 3, our Dream Pursuits has their concession trailer unveiling at PNC Bank on Monocacy Boulevard. 1 to 5, Saturday and Sunday, it's Beyond the Garden Gates tour. If you want to go see some lovely homes and their gorgeous gardens, you can do that. Get your tickets at celebratefrederick.com. 7 to midnight on Saturday, I'm going to be at the Moose Lodge. Come join me. $30 ticket includes line dancing with Sharon's School of Dance, apps from Texas Roadhouse, dinner from Whistle Stop Barbecue, and cupcakes and dessert from Clustered Spires Bakery. It starts at 7 p.m. Bring extra money for the 50-50 and silent auction, and that is on Saturday night. Then on Sunday, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to be at the Kids Expo, noon to 4 at Keys Stadium. It's a free event. Bring the kids out. The kids area is open at Key Stadium. Everything's going to be happening kind of right on the front concourse and inside the park. Kids can run the bases. It's going to be a ton of fun. There's going to be, I think Samantha said about 25 or so vendors are going to be out there with information. If you've got a young family, perfect for you. I'm assuming it's going to be activities and things like that that you and your family can participate in. And if you want to head for some bingo, you can do that on Sunday, 12:30 to 4:30. It's bingo for pitties at the Elks Lodge. And like I said, beyond the garden gates as well. For all the events, you know where to go, but somebody just asked me the other day, I couldn't find the link. Here it is, bit.ly/EF Everything Frederick calendar. Now the E and the F I think have to be capitalized and calendar has to be lowercase. EF calendar, bit.ly EF calendar. Then you can get to that calendar all the time, anytime you need it. Good morning to Beth Pearson from Scott Key Center. Good friends. We dropped off lots and lots of dresses to them. And Beth, I'm going to get you that email address so you can send some photos and videos as a thank you for that. All right. So speaking of events, I talked with Ashley from Tree Trekkers when we were at Warehouse yesterday. And here she is to talk about Girls on the Run and climbing for a cause. We happen to be at Warehouse Cinemas, though it looks like we're in the trees.
Right?
Not quite Tree Trekkers, though, because not indoor yet. But I'm with Ashley Schweinhardt from Tree Trekkers, treetrekkersmd.com. Big event coming up on the 24th.
Yes.
It is Climbing for a Cause benefiting Girls on the Run.
Yes, and it's an 80s party, so you can dress up in your best 80s garb for a chance to win prizes.
Oh, fun prizes. Yeah. So get out your neon, your netted little, what
your
else?
leg warmers. Yep.
Yeah, your rubber band bracelets.
Bright pink sunglasses, right? Side ponytail, remember that?
Yep, I did live through the 80s a little bit. All right, and you know, one of the great things about Tree Trekkers is you guys always giving back to the community. And these Climbing for a Cause events are great because you take an actual Saturday, which is your busiest day of the week, provided Mother Nature is nice to us, and you donate a portion of each ticket.
Correct.
And then you guys also do extra things throughout the day. What else is going on?
So we've got food trucks. So we have Still Smoking Barbecue will be there. Snowy's in Maryland will be there. And then we have McClintock Distilling and Sandbox Brew House that will be there. We have a couple other local vendors that'll be there. We have Cornhole. And then we have a raffle. So it's fun that we're at Warehouse because one of the prizes on our raffle is a night out at the movies.
Oh, we love that so much. Warehouse is the best place to come for a movie because wide seats, nice and comfy, refillable popcorn and sodas, you can't beat it.
And the best part is that raffle tickets are only $1.
$1.
$1, and they get you entered to win 4 chances to win, 4 prizes, all at $200 or more.
Holy cow! Well, and again, the beneficiary is Girls on the Run. If you don't know, Girls on the Run is a great program with an amazing curriculum, and it actually has very little to do with running. It has a lot to do with building self-esteem, positive body image. The curriculum is very strong for girls. I think it's 5th grade, and then there's a middle school and even a high school program, which is so important for our young ladies. But running is a little part of it. But yeah,
a little bit of exercise is good for you.
Yes,
right? Good for mental health, good for physical health.
That's right, and that's why Tree Trekkers is awesome. If you haven't been to Tree Trekkers, it's a great time to go. Get your fitness on. I'm telling you, it is fun. It is really a good workout.
It is. It is a fun way to work out.
It is a fun way to work out, and I bet your kids would love to climb with you, Mom and Dad. It's a really great time.
It's a great bonding experience for families.
Yes.
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes the kids end up being better than the parents.
100 times, I bet the kids are better. It's like taking your kid on skis the first time. They just have no fear. They just move right along, so it's great. treetrekkersmd.com. Grab your tickets for any day, but certainly the 24th is Girls on the Run Day.
Climbing for a cause.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Ashley. Here we go. Yes. So it's going to be a great day. If you've thought about heading to Tree Trekkers next Saturday, it'd be a great day to do it. All right, one more quick break. Then we're back with local author and high schooler Alexandra. She's going to tell us about The Noisy Leaves and how she came about to writing it. That's coming up just after this quick message. First, want to start off by saying thanks to Karma's Auto Care. They are taking great care of the Good Morning Frederick mobile, the Danny mobile, as Sharon Price said I needed to call the car. Good morning, Joe. Thank you so much for stopping by this morning. Good morning, Christy. Hope you caught the fact that talked about Wags for Hope at Texas Roadhouse. Anyway, Karma's auto care, mobile detailing, headlight restoration. They are inspiring compassion, growth, and freedom one vehicle at a time. Each service helps power local efforts that make a real difference. And that is true. Jared gives back to the community in a big way. First of all, the interior of my car looks brand new. And you can book at karmasautocare.com. Now, I'm excited because this weekend, if the weather holds, the exterior is going to be getting the special attention of Karma's Auto Care, but you can too. If you just let Jared know that you saw him on Good Morning Frederick, you get 5% off any service at all. He comes right to you and will take care of your vehicle. And I'm telling you, this 13-year-old car, again, looks brand new. So gotta thank Jared and Karma's Auto Care for all of the detail he puts into it. And I'm telling you, detail oriented for an auto detailer, I know it sounds like it would be right. This guy found toys in the car that was the previous owners, must have been their kids' stuff, under a seat or something that I have not seen in the 4 or 5 years we've owned this vehicle. So when I say I can highly recommend 100%, I can highly recommend Jared and Karma's Auto Care.
Hi, I'm Devin, your friendly neighborhood shower door expert. Upgrade your bathroom with a beautiful glass shower door, custom fit to accent your space and make getting into your shower one of the highlights of your day. Come see us at our brand new showroom in Frederick, Maryland, or online at showerdoorexperts.com.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining family beyond compare.
Experience an unforgettable vacation at the Salty Seahorse on the 4x4 beach in Corolla, North Carolina. Enjoy the pool, relax in the hot tub, fish, and kayak right off the private dock. The Salty Seahorse will be your forever vacation home. Go to thesaltyseahorse2201.com. Who's always wanted to go to Alaska? Well, that's me, and I'm putting together a trip June 9th through June 20th of 2026. I would love for you to join me. I'm working together with Antietam World Travel Service to put together an amazing itinerary featuring both land and sea. We're going to see all the great stuff you see when you go to Alaska. I promise it's going to be a lot of fun. Go to bit.ly/Alaska2 for more information. Oh, yes. Join me. bit.ly GMF Alaska 2. This weekend I'm fixing that. But right now, I thought I said it, but I don't know. Got cut out. GMFalaska2 bit.ly. If you want to join me, Mama Cone, Ashley, some of our friends and family for a trip to Alaska, come. It'll be fun. Actually, right now, all you got to do is go to that link, put in your details. There's no commitment at all. We're going to have a couple question and answer days, I guess, so to speak, about the trip itself, so you can find out more information. You don't have to do anything right now, just to say maybe, hey, yeah, I might be interested in doing that. All right, People of Frederick is sponsored by Intense Barbecue, family-owned barbecue food truck and catering company, cooking in small batches, making sure the food is as fresh as it can be when it comes to you, no matter whether they're doing a huge party or something small, like they did my breakfast for the 200th show, I think it was. And but they can cater weddings, family reunions, graduation parties. Don't forget about Intense Barbecue. And it doesn't have to be barbecue. They'll cook whatever you want. In fact, for breakfast, they made waffles and fruit salad and all that kind of good stuff. And I've tasted their steaks and any sort of catering menu you want. That's their background. They can cook it. I promise you. IntenseBarbecue.com. All right, let's meet Alexandra. She's a rising junior at Urbana, and she wrote a book, and she's excited to share it. We're at the home of everything, Frederick, 401 North Market Street, right in downtown. I have the pleasure of being visited by rising junior Alexandra Barlow. Welcome to Good Morning Frederick.
Hi, thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, this is wonderful. So you have written a book, The Noisy Leaves.
Yes.
Now, you were telling me this started because of your 5th grade teacher.
Yeah, he gave us a prompt in like our writing portion of the day, and he asked us to put a creative spin on a natural process, and I chose the leaves and the leaves falling off the trees outside because the seasons were changing. It was like in between winter and fall.
Yeah.
So everything was changing outside, and it like inspired me.
That's very cool. And to take that concept and to be able to formulate a whole story, that's pretty good. Did you find it challenging at all?
When I was expanding on it, in 5th grade, I really only wrote 2 or 3-ish sentences with like the general premise of the book. But when I was expanding on it, it was a little difficult, like writing more about it, but it wasn't too hard.
Yeah. So you said your mom, you were like, hey, can we publish a book? And she prompted you to write a whole book.
Yeah.
Good job, Mom. Way to go. And I bet that just kind of then took it to another level for you, I would assume.
Yeah. She told me, she's like, this is so funny. I want you to expand on this. Make it like a little short story. I was like, I mean, if you say so.
As kids say, I like it. Okay.
And then after I made it like a full book, I like procrastinated a little bit. So it was like a couple months later. After I made it into a whole book, I was like, well, since you made me write this, can we get it published? And then she was like, yeah.
Love it.
I did not think that would happen,
okay,
to be honest.
So when did you actually get your first copy of this book? Mom?
November, December 2024.
Okay, so just a few months ago, you got your first. What was it like to see this in print the first time?
It was really cool because it had my name on it, my production company. We had to get an ISBN number. It has like a barcode, so it's like an actual thing.
For real. It's a for real book.
And we saw it on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. It was so cool to like actually be in a book system, specifically like Barnes & Noble, because like that's like a bookstore.
Yeah.
I was like, my book is in this bookstore. That's insane.
It is great. Now, to get it illustrated, I've talked with a couple other authors that we've had here on the show. The illustrations for a lot of them was kind of the most time-consuming part of the process. Was that your case too, or who did you get? Did you find somebody locally, or was this somebody you found online? How did that work?
I interviewed a couple of illustrators, And eventually I settled on Katie Lamb because I really liked her art style. I think it fit my book, and I'm so happy with the art in my book. Since I did not make the drawings, it wasn't time consuming particularly.
Yeah,
but
I love it.
it was so beautiful.
So great.
She would send me like periodically like a design for the leaves, a design for the cranky leaves, the baby leaves, you know.
I love it.
The tree, and I would be like, oh, I love this. Oh, can you add this? You know, and it was just great communication between us, and we were able to work out and get these beautiful illustrations.
Yeah, I love just the cover too. Actually, the back too. I like this guy right here.
Yeah.
He looks like he's having a rough day. This is awesome. Okay, so have you done any readings of your book yet?
Yes, I have actually. Yes, I went to Goddard in Urbana, and I read to multiple different class levels.
Nice.
A good bit
And
of
what's
children.
the response been so far?
They liked it.
Yeah.
They liked it. It's fun to engage with the kids.
Yeah.
And they ask me questions about it. It's like so cool. And you see like the littler kids, they'll be pointing at the book like, oh, look. You know?
I mean, it's really great that you're able to span ages, just from the illustrations. Like the younger kids are going to get a kick out of that. Where the older kids, because I see you say it's a tale of gratitude.
Yeah, there's like an underlying theme of gratitude and being grateful for what you have. Because as we all know, you don't know what you have until it's gone.
This is true.
Right? So it's just good to be grateful for what you have in the moment.
Yes.
You know, and I really want to teach that to young kids.
Yeah. It's a great lesson for adults too out there to learn that you don't know what you have until it's gone, and to appreciate every moment. And that's amazing for a young person to kind of be that aware of something like that. Was there anything in your life already that has triggered that feeling? Has anything happened, or you just have grown up saying, hey, it's important to be grateful?
Yes, my parents, we like to travel a lot. So we go to lots of different countries like Africa and Thailand, stuff like that. So it was on my trips, it's cool to see how like other people live, and how I'm so privileged to be able to have the life I have right now, because there are other people in other countries who don't get to live like me.
Yeah.
So that really helped me to be more grateful for my opportunities, experiences, stuff like that. And just talking to other people in general, when they tell me about their schools, I'm like, wow, I'm so happy I get to go to Urbana. Like my school has so many different opportunities.
It is really fantastic that you see that and you appreciate it. And that means you're going to get so much more out of it, because you are in the moment understanding that this is a great opportunity.
Yeah.
Well, is there going to be a part 2?
Maybe. I'll write about the snow.
There you go.
Disappeared.
There you go. Well, it can be a whole theme. Well, Alexandra Barlow has a book. It is officially at Barnes & Noble and on Amazon, of course. And maybe if you reach out, you can get an autograph in this.
Oh, yeah.
And she'll sign it and come out and do a reading at your school if you want. We're so glad you're part of our Frederick community, and can't wait to see what you accomplish. I know it's going to be great things very soon.
Thank you so much.
No, I want to thank her for joining me on the couch at the home of everything Frederick. All right, that wraps it up for this Thursday. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. to go do it again. Hopefully a little bit smoother than today, but you never know. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick, please. And share the show if you can. Have a great day. Let's get out there. Let's be great.